Now, because we have Ismail Akwe today talking to us about some tech stuff today on Tuesday, or rather Tech Tuesday.
How do you call it? Terrific
Tech Tuesday. And, well, some data first on our grand angle today before we get talking to our guest today on this rubric. Almost half of the 10 million university graduates in Africa never get to get a nice job. Now, that is just data that has been churned out several opinion polls. Now, there is a startup in Nairobi, Kenya called Fuzu. Fuzu is a Swahili word. It means to succeed, and they're trying to avert this unemployment trend in Sub Saharan Africa. Now, we're joined by the CEO of Fuzu, Mr. Jussi Hinkannen. Good morning, Mr. Jussi. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the Morning Call this morning. You told us earlier that Fuzu is a portal that comes with a difference. How different is it from other online job platforms?
Fuzu is a little bit different type of recruitment platform, and actually we rather call it career development platform, because Fuzu is really more about making sure that everyone is able to unleash their hidden potential. So in a sense, what we do is we allow job seekers to play with different career options, to test different career paths and projections, and for them to understand better what options are out there. And secondly, Fuzu allows the job seekers to also learn new skills and competencies. And then only thirdly, we then match job seekers with open job opportunities, making sure that we always recommend the right type of jobs for the right type of people.
Alors, monsieur, on peut également vous demander.
So, how important is the use of ICT in the job market today? And how do we get the vast SMEs in the informal sector on board?
No, it's a very, very good question, and we of course see that everywhere across Africa. So we see quite a big shift today in move towards digital marketplaces for jobs as well, which is a trend that has been growing quite steadily over the past 2 years. I think the bigger challenge now is that how do we get all of those informal jobs also turned into the formal space, so that also the micro entrepreneurs and smaller companies realize that what makes them grow is to find right type of talent. And I think that transition is just now happening.
Now, you see, Fuzu raised some $1.8 million recently as captured by Disrupt Africa in South Africa. Tell us more about this.
So, of course, what we are building now is a platform. And we started our journey from Kenya, and we are just now about to then start expansion to Eastern Africa, followed by Western Africa and Southern Africa. So the investment that we got in now is very much now aimed at supporting our product development, as well as then to support the market expansion itself. Always when you're in the digital space, building of the brand and getting people to know about you, it of course requires additional investment. So that's for what the investment was for.
Well, thank you very much, Jussi, for joining us on the Morning Call. We'll be sure to keep you in our records.